Hi, thank you for joining us for another edition of Dream Builders Club. This is Jason Ching here, and we're actually filming from the Bahamas. We just got, we're about midway through our leadership VIP trip, and we're coming to you with a special guest today, Miss Lady Bernal. She is one of the top leaders in our company right now, and she also is a really good representation of the Gen Y. And we wanted to bring someone of that generation to come in and talk to you, and really give an insight of what it's like to be a network marketer in a Gen Y situation. So, Miss Lady Bernal, thank you for being on.
Hi, Jason. Thank you for having me here.
So, when did you first get started with network marketing?
I actually started, I was 17 years old. I mean, that's still way underage than you should. So, but it was just shared to me by actually my cheerleading coach from high school. She just said, look, like, I've got something for you. Like, I know you're not too into school, but I think it's something that you'd actually like. You'd learn a lot from it and still, like, gain some extra cash. So, of course, like, I just beelined and went to the meeting right away. Shared it with me. I just saw, like, a way to really just accomplish everything I always, like, dreamt about or give back to my family. So, yeah, 17 years old.
Wow, 17 years old. I know I think I started this MLM journey when I was 18,
Wow.
Way back when. And I know I had a lot of challenges as far as building an organization at that age. So what types of things did you find were kind of challenging being so young, starting in network marketing?
One, of course, like, within the younger age group, it's always the mindset, because obviously, like, starting at 17 and a lot of your friends or your friends' friends are all transitioning to whether it be high school to college, and either just still want to have a good time or just don't really know or need to make some type of decision right away in life. So I think that was, like, the biggest challenge. I was just trying to guide others to see what you see, but also the money. I think those two were the biggest, challenges, I believe, at that age.
So with those challenges, the mindset and the money, and I guess the money has to do with being able to afford the auto ships and being able to afford the travel and things like that to get to the events. How did you overcome that?
I just did whatever it took, Let me see. When I first got started, I didn't have the money to get started. Of course, it was more service-based company back then, and it cost, like, for sure, way over $2,000 to get involved. And I just remember knowing that I needed new tires for my car. So I just took that sacrifice, and I was gonna just bum rides from friends or whatever, just so I can get started on this opportunity that I knew that had I made that sacrifice, I can, just attain more on top of that, or be able to, I don't know, just start things off. I really, to be honest, I just didn't want to go to college.
That's perfect. And I'm glad you said that, because, school is not for everybody. Being that you guys are all interested in network marketing, it really provides an opportunity for everyone. It kind of levels the playing field. If you're willing to put 5 years in school and you put those same years in network marketing, learning the ropes, learning everything else, you could be just as successful as somebody who went through a 4-year college or got a degree. So, did you ever go back to school?
I did.
You did?
I have nothing against school. So I gotta, put that out there first. But at that moment when it was shared to me at 17, I just didn't know what I was gonna do. I think it was, I was just getting into a lot of trouble. So I knew that when that was shared to me at that time, I said, look, it's either college or this. And I just took this, opportunity as that would be my college, because I really didn't know what direction to take after, high school. But yeah, that's what it was.
Amazing. So now, you've been in a few different companies so far,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, growing up through the different companies, what was it that you noticed was kind of like the key to success or the key to um, becoming successful in this industry, as far as like the differences between the companies and what you liked and what you think you could really share with the Gen Y audience out there?
One, I'm still learning, but through the years, what I've noticed, being so young, one, you have to find, obviously, even at any age, you have to find like the right mentor. But through the experiences I had, from service-based to product-based to obviously now like a very solid product-based company, times have changed. Like when I started, it felt like it was more so building like followers versus creating leaders. But I guess it was the age group that I was in, and finding the right mentor, like we talked about earlier.
Yes.
That's important because you could always teach good or bad, but at the same time, key to success wise, I think, like you mentioned when we were walking down the beaches of Bahamas, was that you have to really decide for yourself what you want, and that's something I'm still learning today, is just not being afraid to lead, in the front versus the back.
Sure.
So.
And I guess, would you say that's a harder thing for the younger generation to actually know where you are and where you want to be as a leader? Because obviously you've just come out of high school, you've just come out of college or whatever it might be, and you're making that transition into finding yourself, and now you're trying to find yourself as a leader. So do you think that's kind of a little bit more challenging for the Gen Ys, or?
I think age has nothing to do with it, because if you want it, you go for it. But again, like being younger, it's what you're dealing with is challenges more so on finding people. Let's say if you really wanted to make it at 17 or 18 or 19, it's just finding the same people that also want it as bad as you.
Right.
But yeah, that's.
And I just want to share with the viewers out there. Lady was able to take someone who was 21 years old, and actually holds the record in our current company for being the youngest diamond in our corp company. So that's one of the beauties of actually having a leader that can train and mentor your young adults to actually become successful in this business.
Mm-hmm. And patience.
Patience, lots of patience.
Yeah.
But that's for all ages. It's not just.
That's true.
It's patience. But thank you so much. We'll do another episode coming up next. So we'll see you next time. Same place, same channel, with another Dream Builders Club.
Thank you.